Ahoy, shipmates!
Budget 6 BTS, yes, if it's safe to do so. Thank you. Red off brace the dock, head out.
Yeah, I think everything's working. Yep, everything is working. Oh, turn that off. I just heard on the radio that the Queen Victoria is singling up, departing a little later than we initially expected. I think that's potentially because of the arrival of another ship. The Plantain Glatch. Maybe, or maybe not. Who knows? I'm back in time, and I hear that the Queen Victoria is on. It looks like she's on the move. I'll show you the map. There we go.
Causeway Southampton VTS. Apologies. Can you repeat your message, please?
Yep, that's Queen Victoria. She's at the other end of port, and then over on this way we've got the Queen Anne.
Thank you. Traffic information. The nearest highway. She's approaching the new ground. She'll be outbound using the deep water route. Over.
Just the two departures today. We have the Queen Victoria and the Queen Anne, two Cunard ships. And I think the important takeaway from this is that's the Queen Victoria. Just moving things around on the map. There we go. The Queen Victoria is at this end of port. As you can see, she's moving away from the dock now. Looks like she's heading towards the upper swing ground, which would be expected, which would be nice because we'll get a good shot of her spinning around in front of the container ship. So that's the Queen Victoria heading off that way. Then the Queen Anne is just down here. But what that means is that the Queen Victoria is going to come past the Queen Anne. And I'm expecting there could well be a bit of honking. Question is, which way is the wind blowing? The wind is not blowing very much at all, which is good. And the wind is blowing from the southeast. And then let me think, how's that going to work? That's going to blow... I think that will be good, because it will blow Queen Anne's horn towards us. And Queen Victoria's horn will be facing us anyway, so we should pick it up. So yes, I think the forecast is looking good for plenty of honking. Right, I just got stuck in a bit of traffic. I'm very fortunate that Queen Victoria got delayed. I'm just sorting my things out now. We've just got a couple more things to sort out, and I think I'm all good to go. Not like yesterday, where the fireworks were delayed. They were good, those fireworks, weren't they? There we go. Let me get the itching cam working. Yeah, there we go. Right, all cameras up and running. Over on Fawley Cam, it looks a bit... Looks a bit, well, a bit grey today. It's been one of those grey days today. Yeah, it's low tide, so you can see over on Itchin.
Southampton VTS message received, thank you. Traffic information, the nearest highway approaches a new ground spoil, will be outbound using the deep water route. Causeways west of the nav tower, outbound to the nav spoil.
I'm just noticing there, it looks a bit misty on Netley Cam. You can see it looks a bit misty over in the port area. Checking on visibility, it's less than 20 nautical miles. It's that time of year. Although it's quite pleasant, not a lot of wind. Still around 12 degrees C, so it's still quite pleasant. Notice different cows, look at that. It's...
You are very weak. Very weak.
Yeah, cows, it's very... That just generally sums up this entire day, I think. Not a lot of traffic, not compared to yesterday. You can see Queen Anne in the background there, puffing away. Let's have a quick look. It shouldn't be long. It'll be a little while because, unfortunately, Queen Victoria's off on the side of our camera. Oh, she should be almost visible, I think, on the side of box cam. Just... I think... Yes, just coming onto the side of the screen. Coming onto the side of the screen now. It's that little tiny bit of ship right on the right-hand side of the screen. Better check the outside microphone. Yep, that's outside microphone's working. Good. I think we're good to go. That was a close one. Ooh, right, let's have a look. What else? I think that's all set. That's all set. Let's see. I think Paul from Love Cruise sent over some prices. I managed to pop those in. I'm going to have to zoom in a bit because Mr. Cootie's lights there are a bit bright. There we go. We'll get a good view of Queen Victoria as she spins around at the far end. There we go. There we go. There she is coming onto our screens. And I think Paul sent over some example pricing. Here we go. Here's a short break on Queen Victoria in sort of this time next year. Actually, what is Queen Victoria doing now then? Let's have a look. Because that might make more sense. Oh, computer's broken. No, computer's working again. Queen Victoria's on a 12-day round trip to Canary Islands. But anyway, as an example goes, because people are often curious about pricing, this is a 4-night trip to Amsterdam and a day at sea. Starting at 489 inside or 629 with a balcony per person. Something a little more, perhaps a trip this time, roughly this time next year, October, 24th October next year. It's a 13-night voyage down to Madeira and the Azores. Now, I'm very keen to go to the Azores. I've not been yet. I expressed an opinion the other day about going to the Azores, and then somebody suggested that it was very pretty, but lots of poverty. So it sort of put me off a bit, but I still think I need to go and experience it myself. So it looks quite good. So you depart Southampton, returning to Southampton, obviously, which is quite important. 2 days at sea, and then Praia de Victoria in the Azores, and then at day at sea, and then Funchal in Madeira, then Lixios in Portugal, and then Vigo, and then day at sea, and then back to Southampton. Around about $17.50 per person. I think that's probably for an inside as well. And we got some prices for Queen Anne later. Well, we'll do the prices for Queen Anne later. Yeah, so Queen Victoria, she's just departing. A little bit late, I feel, as well. And she's doing a little bit similar, I suppose. She's off on a 12-day round trip to Canary Islands, calling in at Funchal in Madeira, then Gran Canaria, and Santa Cruz de Palma in the Canary Islands, then Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, then Lisbon in Portugal, then back to Southampton. Hopefully, that will be good weather. Let's have a little look at the weather, shall we? The weather in... Where should we go? Let's say I wonder if we can say just generally the Canary Islands. Not with Canary Wharf. Let's check the weather on Gran Canaria. Oh, I'm just looking at the weather for Gran Canaria. It is 25 or 26 and sunny for the foreseeable future for the next 2 weeks. Wow, that's absolutely perfect. Hardly any wind either. No winds. That's rather lovely, that is. That's exactly why you take a cruise this time of year, isn't it? Get away from the grey that we have here in the UK. Grey and a bit of drizzle. I don't know if you've had any rain today where you are, but we've certainly had plenty of drizzle where I've been. Not thick drizzle, just enough that every now and again you've got to put your windscreen wipers on. Oh, there you can see this is from Itching Cam, you can see the top of the Queen Anne. It's Queen Victoria makes her way up Southampton water. Oh, I should look at the chat. Where did I get to with the chat? I didn't even start with the chat today, did we? Oh gosh, you have been busy in the chat, shipmates. Right. Ahoy there, shipmate. Elizabeth G. Ahoy CS28. Ahoy B. Oh, ahoy Rab Nesbit. I haven't heard from you for a while, shipmate. Ahoy there, Maffy587. Just nipping through these quickly. Ahoy there, Steve Mack. Ahoy there, Barbara. Ahoy there, Paul Evans. And ahoy there, Ellie Burley. And ahoy there, Mrs. AEO. Oh gosh, the chat has been busy, isn't it? Ahoy there, Paul Evans. Oh, VTS appears not to be working. Yes, I've noticed that. Yes, the VTS appears what happens. There was an update, Windows update occurred, and whenever every now and again when there's a Windows update on my VTS server, it updates the sound driver, and the updated sound driver doesn't work the same way, so I have to go and reinstall the sound driver to make it work properly, and I suspect that's what's happened. So I shall look into that. I wonder if I might be able to do that while we're in there. Oh, there's shipmate Steve Guinness. Oh, there Elizabeth Leeborn. Oh, there Johnny B. There we go. I rather raced through that. And ahoy there, Isle of Wight Adventures. A new shipmate on board there. Right, I've raced through that rather. Let's see if I can sort out this VTS radio. It's one of the benefits if you become a member of the channel. You access the VTS radio all the time, but it does have this little habit of going offline occasionally, and also has a habit that when Windows doesn't update, it doesn't work. Let's have a look. See if we can get the captain to fix. Oh, hang on, captain. That reminds me. Oh, there, shipmates. In case you're wondering, I am the. Oh. Let me turn the radio off. No, I've turned the radio off now. Right. Well, there, shipmates. In case you're wondering, I'm the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcasting you live and direct from the port of Southampton. And it looks like Queen Victoria is going for an anti-clockwise spin at the far end of the dock there. Right, there we go. Oh, there's nothing on the radio until I say something, and the radio pipes up.
Traffic information. Obviously, the Queen Victoria's nib swing ground commencing her swing now. Trent Navigator to Dockhead. Trent Navigator is going to meet the Queen Victoria, probably looking at the vectors off 101 area. I'm going to update the Queen Victoria once she's swung. That's our copy, thank you.
Hello, what's going on there then? The Trent Navigator?
Yes, Trent Navigator, yeah, that's correct. Aiming for 101 to pass Queen Victoria.
Trent Navigator, VTS message received, thank you.
Ah, okay.
Southampton VTS, Hamble Lifeboat, over.
Hamble Lifeboat, Southampton VTS.
Southampton VTS, this Hamble Lifeboat. Just for information, Mum, that the vessel Tilly is now on her mooring, and we're just going to take the crew members and their boarding boat safely ashore, over.
Hamble Lifeboat, VTS, all copy, thank you.
Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Somebody's broken down, and the Trent Navigator is passing by. I'm just looking for the Trent Navigator. Can't see the Trent Navigator. Why can't I see the Trent? Oh, there it is. I spy the Trent Navigator. For the shipmate Richard Bates, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. So the Trent Navigator is here, and she is going to pass the Queen Victoria at the 101 berth in the port, which is just this side of the Plattengratch, which is another ship-carrying ship. I'll show you the map because it'll make a lot more sense than all my jibber-jabbers. So yeah, here's the Trent Navigator. So she's going to come in through the port, and she'll come down to about 101 berth to pass, and that'll be after the Queen Victoria's done a spinny, and then she'll come past slowly. They'll pass in port, and it will continue from there. Boy, the shipmate photography room. Welcome aboard, shipmates. And let's go back to that one. Actually, where's this Trent Navigator thing? It looks like it's just a general cargo ship. Yeah, there's the Trent Navigator. Yeah, it looks like a general purpose cargo ship, doesn't it? Well, the shipmate Glenn Hodds says 2 weeks' time we are on Queen Victoria. Excellent. Shipmate Elizabeth Leibon says beta tank. That's brilliant. And it'd be nice if Captain could put a webcam in your window. Now I need to know where B Titanic is. Well, that's enticing. That is. Maybe B Titanic's got a fantastic view. Yep, if anyone's got a view and they wouldn't mind putting a camera there, please let me know.
VTS, ready to go, just passing off this Nelly in. Wish to carry on with push.
Ready, go VTS, message received, thank you.
Alright, they got the Queen Victoria passing, spinning here, some pretty reflections. The Trent Navigator is approaching dock head. All right, I think almost up to scratch here. Then, yeah, okay, let's go back. I'll go back through the comments now. Well, the shipmate Carl Handon says those cranes are busy with those containers over there. Yes, as soon as a ship comes in, it's only about after they've docked and thrown the lines around, made it all secure. It's a matter of an hour, and then it's like non-stop. Well, the shipmate Ali Kuma says, "Oi, Captain, we were the glowworms waving at you last week on Queen Anne departure. Wonder if we'll have any this week." Oh, I don't remember having any glowworms. Lots of glowy things though this time of year. Certainly is. Shipmate B Titanic. Oh, student accommodation. Oh, that's a shame. No, probably not allowed. The fun police will say no. Let's have a look. What are we at now? So yes, the Trent Navigator getting very close towards dockhead.
Station calling Southampton VTS. You are still too far away. Too far away. Call VTS back when you're at least 10 miles from the nav tower.
Mystery stations calling VTS. Oh, I've got to stroll back through the comments. Well, the shipmate transport couple says, "Hi, Captain. Hope we get to see Queen Elizabeth at home one day, making an appearance on your streams." Oh, I don't see why not. I don't think we see her in port very often, Queen Elizabeth. There you go. There's the Trent Navigator just passing dockhead. She's going to pass Queen Victoria in port. Not quite like Friday, where we had the Queen Mary 2 and the Sky Princess passing each other opposite the fuel terminal while trying to rescue the rescue boat, which is being rescued by the Pathfinder Harbour Patrol. That was quite exciting, that wasn't it? There you go. She's pointing more or less this way. It'll be a little bit more of a spin, and I suspect she'll head steadily because the Trent Navigator has some distance to go to get to the Warner One berth. It's got to come past ferry cams soon. In fact, we can now see the Trent Navigator on 40 cam. The Queen Victoria, she's off, say, on a 12-day round trip cruise to Canaries, where the weather sounds like it's in the mid-20s, sunny, not a drop of rain and hardly any wind to speak of. Absolutely perfect conditions to get away from the, quite frankly, grey port of Southampton, or probably the whole of the UK, I suspect. It's been rather grey everywhere. She calls in at Funchal in the Madeira Islands. That's to be a day at sea and then down to Funchal.
VTS, Red Jet 6, good afternoon to you. Town Quay to
Or what I should say is a couple of days at sea.
Budget 6, BTS traffic information, Trent Navigator at dock heading for the docks. Red Eagle's following her in. No other reported traffic at the moment, though.
Then she's calling in at Feng Shao in Madeira. Then,
Queen Victoria, that's swing complete, heading outbound.
yes, does look like your swing's complete. Not quite complete, I would say.
Queen Victoria, BTS, apologies for you calling.
Yeah, BTS Queen Victoria, hi Gemma, that's swing complete, heading outbound.
Message received, thanks. Traffic update for Plantingrat on 104 berth. She's at stations now once you're past shore lift off. The Trent Navigator's approaching the ocean dock. She's planning to pass you off 101 berth approximately. And also the Queen Anne's gone back an hour, so just to let you know from the pilot list to not hold back. Over.
Okay, many thanks.
There we go. There's the Plantingrat. She's off next after the Queen Anne.
Bluefin ports in, thank you. Traffic update with Champion approaching Gilkicker for Portsmouth and the Sheldart Highway. North Sturbridge outward bound, over.
And it sounds like the Queen Anne's been put back an hour as well. Oh yes, Queen Anne has now been put back an hour. Queen Anne is now departing at 7, so my timetable of 6 is not working. Just update the graphics. Queen Victoria's, well, did pass at 5, but Queen Anne is now at 7. That's not very good, is it? Right, where did I get to in the chat? Not sure I got very far. Oh, there's shipmate.
Bluefin BTS.
I can't. With my temporary radio, I can't mute it very easily. There is the Trent Navigator. She was going to pass by.
UKD Bluefin BTS.
She will pass by Queen Victoria. Just.
Bluefin BTS traffic information, additional traffic information underway now. Upper swinging ground with the Queen Victoria. Question: are you inbound main channel? UKD Bluefin VTS, what's your maximum draft, please? Main channel, understood, thanks. Question, what's your hook time? Best hook time?
There goes Queen Victoria heading towards us. I think she's probably going to go slow because we're waiting for this one here, the Trent Navigator, to come past. Oh, with a shipmate. I did see it.
Navigator, Queen Victoria.
Oh, here we go. The two ships are talking.
Queen Victoria, Trent Navigator, evening, Russ.
Yeah, if you just keep coming, mate, we're going to stick around 5 knots and we'll stick up to the reds, but we'll see you off 101.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks very much. We'll keep coming and we'll give you as much room as possible. Thank you.
There we go.
Trent Navigator, planting graft.
Oh, planting grass now.
Pons and Grats, the Trent Navigator, evening, Barbara.
Good evening, I'll wait for you to pass before we depart.
Oh, that's great. Thanks very much.
So the planting grat is a ship carrying ship.
Highway, Southampton VTS.
And then we've got the red funnel coming in as well, but she'll be docking
Traffic update, UKD Bluefin.
at the ferry terminal.
Main channel, over.
Oh, it's quite busy tonight, isn't it?
Champion VTS.
I did see somebody say that they've just got off of Queen Victoria.
Traffic information, UKD Bluefins at the fort, but she'll be lining up to go main channel, over.
I think I've sorted out my network troubles. I just turned some things on and off. So that's Queen Victoria heading towards us. I did see shipmate. Where did I see it? Shipmate. I've lost it again. Where'd it go? It's the trouble with this chat. You move it. Oh, here we go. Shipmate Photography Rose has just returned off Queen Anne this morning. Amazing ship and cruise. Thank you for the live broadcast. Amazing as always. Well, thank you, shipmate. Glad you had a good cruise. I've heard some positive things about Queen Anne. Velvet Sky's asking us.
BTS message received, thank you. No reported traffic.
Is Queen Victoria giving us another spin? No, just the one spin, I think, this evening. Hopefully she'll be giving us some honking, though. That's what we're looking forward to. Looking forward to some honking. And where is... Can't see the Trent Navigator just yet. Well, the shipmate Christine Barnes is always best to switch on and off again. Yeah, it seems to work most of the time. Ahoy there, Hans Olav Monk. He's our Norwegian shipmate from... I think he said it was Bergen. I've forgotten now.
Red Bar from VTS, traffic information. Red Ospreys at the hook, outward bound. Queen Victoria, passing 107 first, outward bound now. Then the Trent Navigator. She's got a swing and then she'll be proceeding outbound. Obviously, the Queen Victoria is clear channel over.
Well, the shipmate Johnny B says, yeah, we need some haulage. I reckon we'll have some good haulage. 2 Cunard ships, very much likely to blast each other off. Although it looks like Queen Anne has been delayed an hour. Oh, but I shouldn't delay the honking, though, should it? Well, the shipmate Graham Bayliss says, look out on port side for a flashing light under Queen Victoria sign. 4 mates up there. Oh, excellent. I'll look out for that. Yeah, flashing lights are the way to go this time of year with this sort of weather, because it is quite difficult. There goes the Trent Navigator passing the ferry terminal. It is quite difficult to make things out. Flags are tricky. Even just people waving is actually quite tricky because there's lots of reflections on the windows of the cabins.
BTS all copied. The Queen Victoria should be at the hook 18:15, 18:30, and obviously she's clear channel.
So yeah, flashing lights are brilliant.
All understood. So your watch points, is that correct?
And especially being near the signs.
Your watch points.
If you are near the sign, that's very helpful. I can always find the signs. I can't often find it if you say you're on deck 11 somewhere, because I don't really know where deck 11 is, and it's quite difficult to try and count where it is, and the ship's moving. All gets complicated.
You can believe in VTS, don't worry, it's fine.
Yep. Just passing by. Well, the shipmate Guy Broadhurst, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member. Make your way down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog, and look out for all those benefits you get of becoming a member of the channel. Join our Discord server, chat with like-minded shipmates, and enjoy VTS radio. Although, not just this second, because I haven't got it working. I'm just going to have to... just reinstalling the driver, see if I can get it working properly. Well, the shipmate Sandra Wright has just brought us some very bad news there indeed. She says she's just seen her first Christmas advertisement on television. Well, the shipmate Shane Davies, welcome aboard. Many thanks for subscribing. Well, the shipmate Elizabeth Leibowitz says the best horn belongs to Queen Mary. Well, funny you should say that, because Queen Mary's 2 horn, as far as I'm aware of, is Queen Mary's horn. They just moved it across from one ship to the other. Well, the shipmate Matt Bailey says, looking for... Okay, my dad flashing his light under QV sign. Yeah, okay, we'll look out. So I think there's a couple under QV sign there. Is that, or am I just reading the message twice? It's quite possible I'm reading the message twice. Oh, looks like Queen Victoria suddenly sped up a bit. Where is the Trent... Oh, there you go. There's Trent Navigators just passing by Mr. Cootie.
JWBTS, message received, thank you.
So it looks like they are on... Yep. Oh, with the shipmate Rachie H. Hunt. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member. Likewise to you. Welcome aboard. Many thanks. And get yourself down to the galley, grab yourself a mug of grog, and make use of our Discord server and all the other facilities that are down there. Join in. Still slightly different in Mayflower Park today compared to yesterday. Yesterday there was an absolute sea of people down there. The whole place was flooded. Thousands of people, I would hazard a guess at. They all come down to see the fireworks, which were pretty impressive. But no fireworks today, just the Queen Victoria. But it looks like we've got a couple of shipmates down there at the end of Queen... I was going to say Queen Mary Park. No, that's not right, is it? Not even Queen Victoria Park. It's Mayflower Park. Obviously had... my lunch was obviously too enjoyable. Where's the Trent Navigator? Ah, there's the Trent Navigator. It's a fair bit of space down here in port, and it's a little unusual to see ships passing cruise ships. But they are both travelling at a fairly slow speed, so it should all be safe. There you go. If you're down in Mayflower Park, you've got a lot of activities to look at. Steve Mack is thinking about taking a walk on the plank at this rate with his comments. We might be making one of our members walk the plank.
For 2 BTS all copied, thank you.
Well, Shipmate Shepherd Book says, what was the likely contributor in network issues yesterday? I'm not entirely sure what was going on. I have a feeling it might have been my internet service provider just stopping, just having a really, having good speed, then not good speed. Well, I couldn't really test it when I was broadcasting, but I tested it earlier and everything seemed fine. So, although obviously in between everything was turned off and back on again. So there's always that. That's the problem with lots of these things. There's no real clear answer. VTS radio is not working because it did a software update. I know what the problem is there. Certainly get some lovely views when it's dark. Not as good as being light, but they're different, aren't they? The only problem is it would have been better if Queen Victoria had left more on time. Although I may not have been here, but unfortunately now we just get Mr. Cootie's restaurant rather flooding our view with bright colours. Oh, shipmate Steve Mack. Oh no, he says he can't walk the plank, he's got a bad knee. Well, all right, shipmate, no problem there then.
Return to VTS.
Walk the plank, shipmate Debbie Batts asking.
Return to VTS.
Well, that's what the pirates used to do with people who were disobedient.
Return to VTS, did you call?
They'd make them walk the plank off the side of the ship.
Return Southampton VTS, message received. Traffic update, Sheldart Highway, approaching the forts, outbound. Red Jet, calling VTS.
There's a few shipmates on board, I can see. I haven't heard any numbers yet. I've got the radio on.
Red Jet 6, VTS understood. Believe it's called the Mannequin.
See if we can see anybody with their torches. Apparently we've got a shipmate on board.
Understood. Mannequin, Southampton VTS. Southampton VTS, over.
Don't know what mannequin is. What's mannequin?
Mannequin, Southampton VTS, over.
Got a couple of shipmates on Queen Victoria underneath the sign, and I think I've located them. Yes, I have. I've located them with the assistance of flashing. There we go.
Sailing yacht, Mannequin. Sailing yacht, Mannequin. Mike, Echo, Quebec, 8, Mike, 8. This is Southampton VTS calling you, channel 12.
Does make life a lot easier when you've got a flashing torchlight. Oh, especially if you're moving it around. extra high visibility there. Well done, shipmate. That's very good. Can we see it from this far? We can't see it from that far. Well, actually, there are quite a few people up on the top deck. I hadn't really realised.
BTS Queen Victoria, that's Pierhead outbound.
There we go. We can see him there under the sign. Queen Victoria, slightly older than Queen Anne. Queen Victoria built in 2007. She had a refit last year, so should be fairly shiny on board. Maximum passenger capacity of about 2,500 with 900 crew. I haven't heard any numbers as yet, but I suspect they'll should be quite full. So far, all of the ships that have been leaving lately have still been really full. I was expecting a bit of a tail off in passenger numbers, but it doesn't seem to have happened. I think people were quite keen to get out of the UK's grey weather and away from the latest budgets. And they're not interested in staying up all hours on Tuesday to watch the US election, so where better place to be than not somewhere sunny in the Mediterranean, or no, not Mediterranean, in the Atlantic, on a cruise ship. Yes, Queen Victoria, she's 17 years old, 293 metres long. Gross tonnage of 90,000 tonnes. Still see our shipmate flashing away there. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Quite a lot of activity down at the ferry terminal. It's Sunday evening. People are returning to the small island. It's 1,037 cabins on board. Right, I'm going to put the outside microphone on because I'm expecting honking. Oh, that's a lot of noise. What's going on there? I might have to turn. I think I've noticed the buses in town have become really noisy. I don't know if they've introduced a new style of bus or something, but they're very noisy when they're waiting at the traffic lights down there near where the microphone is. This is probably where we should get some decent honking, really, shouldn't we? Well, the shipmate Alpha Bubba says that the Queen Victoria is the same age as my eldest son. In that case, I know exactly how old your eldest son is, 17 years old. Maybe he's beginning driving lessons soon then. Another young tearaway on the road. I remember those days. Well, the shipmate Elizabeth Leopold says they are going on Arcadia at the end of November after her refit to the Canaries. And it's going to be decorated for you-know-what. Well, that's quite nice. Nice to go on board after a major refit. And when did you say you're going on? Going on end of November. Well, end of November's okay. There we go. There's our shipmate with his flashing torch. We see you, shipmate. We see you. Wonder if I could put the microphone back on. Yes, the bus has gone. Those buses are really noisy. I don't know what it is they've done to them. I don't know if they're different buses. I've just noticed it the last couple of weeks. Yep, definitely hornage. In fact, the Queen Victoria's horn rather put me in mind of that film. I'm trying to think of the name of the film now. I'm not being very helpful to use it. What was the name of that film? It completely escapes me. It'll come to me in a second. Let the old rum-addled brain do its trick. It will eventually remember what the name of the film was. Oh dear, that's gone blurry. Come on, focus. There we go. Cameras struggle at this sort of time of night with the bright lights on the ships and so on. It's a real focus nightmare for the cameras. I think it might be Close Encounters. That's the film. I think of, oh, as I look down, Mr. Monty Wakey's writes Close Encounters. I honestly didn't see your comment before you said it. I just remembered. It's when the spaceship comes down for the first time and just makes a big noise. That's what it reminded me of. I have a very similar tone. Oh, that was funny. I actually went to the Rock. I don't know if you remember in that film. There's a big rock, big feature on the landscape, a big hill made out of rock, and it's in, if memory serves correct, South Dakota. If I remember, in the States. I think it's called Indian Hat Rock or Medicine Hat Rock or something like that. And I went down to see it, and it's quite impressive in person. You can actually walk all the way around it. It's not very big, but it is quite impressive. But it's very reminiscent from my childhood of watching the film Close Encounters. I'm glad someone else thought the same thing. I couldn't really hear the horn quite so much on Queen Anne, probably because she was sort of facing the wrong way, whereas Queen Victoria was right by us here. What he was, it's a Devil's Tower, is it called? Oh yeah, I couldn't remember Devil's Tower or Medicine Tower. I couldn't remember. Medicine Hat's something else, isn't it? That's right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in South Dakota. I definitely went to it anyway. It was quite interesting. Well, actually, the geological formation of the rock puts me in mind a little bit of the Giant's Causeway over in Northern Ireland. It's got that sort of geographic structure on it. Well, shipmates, the Art of Theatre says, what building are the cameras attached to? I live in Southampton, so I might wave for walking past. The La Regatta restaurants. If you see La Regatta restaurant, it's at Town Quay. It's a big white building. Cameras are on the top of there. What do you say? Not South Dakota, North Wyoming. Was it North Wyoming, was it? Ah. Oh, well, in South Dakota. I was on my way to Colorado anyway. Oh, I'd have to have a look at the map now. It was a while since I've been there, so I do get easily confused. It is true. Oh yeah, Wyoming. Oh yeah. Ah, I'll tell you what it was. I'd just driven through South Dakota. Yes, it's not far from the border. That's why, yeah. I'm just looking at the route I took. Yes, that makes sense now. Yeah, and then we went down to Custer. The neat Crazy Horse Rock down near Custer. Yes, I see that now. Yes, I was right in the corner. That's why I couldn't quite remember. Well, anyway, glad you remembered the film. So glad it wasn't just me that thought it was the same noise. Interesting. Excellent. Oh, Shepherd Book says Wyoming. Yes, I thought you might know Shepherd Book. Shipmate APPSE says Red Osprey horn. That no, I'm not sure it is. I know what you're saying. Red Osprey's horn is pretty loud, but I don't think it's as loud as Queen Victoria's. That was certainly pretty honky. That was. Shipmate Claire Pogson says, when do all the queens go out again? Oh, do you know what? I don't actually know. Excellent spanners. Stephen Joyce say the Queen Anne and Queen Victoria are on the 1st of December together. Shipmate Montybird's Wakey says Close Encounters, one of his all-time favourite films. That's why you probably recognised it then. Had that sort of urgency about it. Yes, you're certainly right, Raymond. Shipmate Raymond Morris says, don't become a captain of a ship, Captain. I'll get lost. Yes, I certainly would. No, but actually, no, you're wrong, because I'd have a navigator. They'd keep me true and steady. I just merely need to keep all the passengers entertained. I don't know when all the queens go out, sorry. Oh, shipmate Michael Thomas. Oh, he's dragging back some memories here. He says the Queen Victoria's horning reminds me of Carry On Cruising when the cook received the injection in his bottom. Well, I'm not. You know what? I'm not entirely sure I've ever seen Carry On Cruising. Do you know that's a film I'm going to have to add, isn't it, to my film list of films to watch? Carry On Cruising. Oh, we've got the bright. It's tricky this time of year with the cameras. Don't get a lot of quality imagery, unfortunately. Well, shipmates, let me just check. What was the update? Because Queen Victoria's been delayed. No, Queen Anne's been delayed. Queen Anne has been delayed until 7 o'clock. So I'll tell you what, I will continue following Queen Victoria down Southampton Water as she heads off on her 12-day round cruise to the Canary Islands, which, quite frankly, looks like it's got absolutely wonderful weather down there. In the mid-20s, sunny, no rain, no wind. Absolutely perfect. And she's calling in at Funchal, Madeira, then to Las Palmas and Gran Canaria, Santa Cruz, La Palma and Canaria, then Lanzarote in the Canaries, and then Lisbon and Portugal, and then back home. Queen Anne is now due away till 7. I shall keep the stream going, and we'll be back at 7 for Queen Anne. But I think that was a good bit of honking there. We've had a good weekend, haven't we? We started off with a bit of drama with Queen Mary 2 rescue boat not being able to be retrieved in the port, then breaking down Southampton Water and the rescue boat needing to be rescued, and then winched on board. I mean, you couldn't make it up, could you? And then what do we have after that? Then yesterday we had the fireworks. That was pretty good. And today we've got some top quality honking by the two queens. Right, shipmates, I shall continue following Queen Victoria as she heads down Southampton Water, and we'll be back at 7 o'clock for the Queen Anne. So it gives you enough time to head down to the galley and sort out your rum-based cocktail or your sausages in blankets, pigs in blankets, whatever it is. Right, till next time, shipmates.
Red Hot previous, yes, all received, sir. Thank you. Yeah, we've got a bit of a delay on the Queen Anne away from 46 berth, possibly 1910-15, and the Chongqing away from SCT 5.
BTS, ma'am. Very good evening to you. Receive thank you. There is no reported inbound traffic from NAB using main channel. Thank you.
Oh, shipmates! It's part 2. Silly microphone buttons, awful. That looks like Queen Anne's been delayed a little bit further, now departing at 19:15. Just heard it on the radio, just pretty much as I got the radio working. Some Windows updates had caused some problems with the driver and on the sound. It's all working now. It's always a battle to try and fix something. I'm just having a little look. See what's coming up for the next week. So, what have we got coming up for next week? I haven't really looked. It was such a busy weekend. I didn't bother looking much further. What is generally going on? Not a lot of traffic going on out there. We've got a container ship at the other end. The
Red Falcon, shortly departing Royal Pier for Cows.
Red Falcon, busiest inbound traffic, UK Bluefin approaching Netney into Washington Docks.
Yeah, we've got the Ching Chong.
Thank you.
Oh, actually, some fireworks over in the distance, or unless that's fully exploding. My money's on the fireworks. Yeah, we've got the Ching Chong, a great name for a container ship. She's departing shortly. Oh, my word. That was an unexpected firework display. It's quite impressive. Normally we don't get much in the way of big firework displays. It's normally people setting off the old bottle rocket, but that was quite impressive. Very good. Oh, okay. Not what I was expecting. Right, what was I doing? Oh, I did notice that there are people busy dining on the Queen Anne, which is making me hungry. There we go. Yes. Yeah, oh, there's shipmates. Yeah, Monty Burn Wakey and more fireworks. Yeah, that was quite loud. That was quite impressive. They were, I think they were more than your sort of average buy them from the supermarket type fireworks. They were, I could definitely hear them on the microphone, big thunks as they departed. Anyway, right. Where was I? Well, I've forgotten now. I've been distracted by bangs and whizzes and flashing colours. Oh, yes, I was looking on board Queen Anne. I can see the dining room here. More fireworks? Yeah. More fireworks. That time of year, I suppose. Yeah, we can see into the dining room. I see a lot of the waiters bustling around. Doesn't look that busy. I can see lots of empty tables and chairs. So it'd be interesting to see what the passenger numbers are. I don't know. I don't think we got passenger numbers for Queen Victoria. Hopefully we'll get some passenger numbers Queen. I can see a shipmate there on the hatch by the Queen Victoria logo. It's a good sign. That normally means we've got departure in the next 10 minutes or so. Still see some. I can still hear some odd fireworks popping off somewhere. Yeah, we've got the container ship down at the far end of the port, the Ching Chong Express, or I think it's the Ching Chong. No, it's just the Ching Chong, I think. Is it just the Ching Chong? She's going next. Yes, the OCL Ching Chong. Chongqing Express. Not Chongqing, not Ching Chong. Chongqing, got my things around the right way. Yeah, I was looking at the movements. That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so easily distracted by those things. Next week, a little bit quieter next week. Tomorrow, no ships tomorrow. Tuesday, we have the Ventura. Wednesday, well, I won't be able to do the Ventura on Tuesday because Tuesday I'm going down to Ottery St Mary to watch the flaming tar barrels. That's Monday. I should record that, make a little film of it, see what that's like. I've never been before. And then, of course, Tuesday night is the US election, so I will be up really late on Tuesday watching the US election because it's going to be a tight race between Kamala and good old Donald the Trump. Who knows who's going to win that one? Currently, they're both neck and neck in the polls, but I've been reading. It looks like the betting money is on Donald Trump. We'll just have to see. Right, so then later in the week we've got on the 7th. What day is the 7th? 7th is Chongqing. 7th is the Saturday. We've got
WSL Chongqing, VTS. Good evening, Jews. Both.
On the move now.
Chongqing is on the move.
WSL Chongqing on the move. 11 Simul 2. That's received. Inbound traffic. UKD Bluefin approaching dockhead. Inbound rear berth and wire view.
An update on the Queen Anne, please.
Still delayed, sir. Still delayed.
Any idea how long?
Negative, sir. We haven't spoken to her yet.
Mavic, yes, Queen Anne.
There's Queen Anne. Let's get an update on that movement.
Queen Anne, VTS, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, evening. We will be going in the next 5-10 minutes. Yeah, we've got everyone ashore. Gangway's disconnected. Last bits and pieces. I'll call back before we go, but yeah, be within 10 minutes.
10 minutes. That's received, sir. Thank you.
That's the Chongqing is there. She's at the port.
Chongqing, VTS, copy. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, so that Chongqing's.
Yes, Chongqing, all received, underway 10 minutes.
She's at the other end of port, so she was just checking to make sure that Queen Anne's gone before she gets there. And it's, as we can see, the Queen Anne's ready to go. You can always tell them the little shipmates around the hatch. That's normally a good sign. That's 10-15 minutes for departure. So yeah, it looks like we'll be ready to go. Good, right? I think I've got everything sorted now. No, where was I? I was talking. Yes, I was just noticed on the timetable.
Yes, that's all received. There is no reported inbound traffic from the NAB and confirm please over new grounds west of the tower or via Westminster.
Yep.
Commodore, good old VTS, that's received. No reported outbound traffic from central Solent. However, the Queen Victoria large passenger vessels is still between the ports out to the NAB. Once clear, she's outbound for Portugal. May pass west of the tower.
More fireworks. I think I can hear the announcements on Queen Anne. Yeah, I can hear them just echoing around a bit. Right, so what was I saying? Oh, yes, I've noticed on Saturday, we've got 2 departures on Saturday. Interestingly, the Arcadia departs at midday. I wonder if Arcadia is off somewhere for a refit, because that's like a very odd time to depart. On the other hand, departing at midday means we can get to see her. Well, that'll be good, won't it? Let's just check. I don't know that she's... Let's have a look, see where she's off to. That seems like a strange type of departure, doesn't it, midday? Yeah, so that's not a scheduled cruise.
Good
evening, Jude. The very large container carrier, also Chongqing, is on the move, and Queen Anne at 46 will be in the move less than 10 minutes' time. Question, sir? Where do you intend to hold?
Yes, sir, I'll pass the cruise ship. I'll go up to 101, 102 and tuck in over there and let her pass over.
That's received, sir. Thank you for that. Confirm 101, 102. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, more fireworks over in Fawley, or Fawley's on fire. Yeah, so I think the the Arcadia's off for a refit. There's no, as far as I can see, there's no scheduled cruise on the 7th.
Yeah. Request maintenance speed, copy the traffic of intermission and
Red House Springs, good evening. Yes, please.
Shipmate Shepherd book says the betting money bet by billionaires.
Good evening.
Says might be on Trump, but the polling seems to include Harris. Yeah, the margin of error between Trump and Harris doesn't seem to really give a good enough opinion yet as to which one is going to win. So anyway, I should be busy watching that. Well, the shipmate Cyril McGuinness says the fireworks are for Diwali, an annual Indian festival. That's why they're coming up from the restaurant. That's true. There have been some Diwali fireworks, but also we do get people letting fireworks off for Guy Fawkes Night as well. But yes, I suspect that was probably a Diwali fireworks. Shipmate Carol R. I think she's answered my question, saying Arcadia's off a refit. Yes, that's what it looked like to me. Empty ship, midday departure. So that'll be interesting. Lunchtime departure on Saturday. I think I might be around for that one. I'll try and do that one. Anyway, so that's Saturday. I was got totally distracted by fireworks and refits. Where did I get to now? Ada Nova departs also on Saturday. She'll probably depart in the evening from 46 berth. And now she's one of the Ada ships. They are very pretty because they're covered in lights. So that'll be a good one. That's a good nighttime departure ships. I don't normally cover the Ada ships, but they are particularly attractive at night time. Then on Sunday, we've got the 2 MSCs again.
BTS Elizabeth.
Got the MSC Preziosa and the MSC Virtuosa.
Elizabeth, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Well, on SCT1, looking for good to sail 1930. She's out for Dublin with 10 on board and a draft of 7.3 main channel.
7.3 for the draft, was it, sir? I didn't catch that.
Yeah, that's correct. 7.3.
That's received, sir. Also, Chongqing from SCT5 is on the move now. Request to follow Chongqing. And the Queen Anne from 46 being the move less than 10 minutes.
That's all copy, thank you.
Yep, looks like the line.
Yes, Queen Anne.
Oh, Queen Anne singling up.
Queen Anne, sir, evening to you again.
Yeah, evening again. Just to remind you, 8.2 for Fun Child. Just singling up now, be on the move in the next couple of minutes. Figures, if you're ready.
Oh, yes. Let's have some figures.
Queen Anne, readers, yes, please, sir.
Yeah, passengers 2797, crew 1220.
That is all received, sir. Red House Spray approaching south of docket inbound. Please can all proceed and hold to 101. Clear to sail.
Okay, yep, thank you.
There we go. Queen Anne singling up now. She'll be very shortly departing. Given us some figures as well. 2,797 passengers, and she's got a maximum double occupancy of 3,000. So it's a shade under maximum occupancy. But I'm just looking across to the restaurant on Port Cap, and it doesn't look that busy. Like the restaurant at the lower level there's no one there. There's quite a few people in the restaurant above it. I'm not sure which restaurant that is. Maybe the restaurant below's closed. Who knows? Just got one of the. We've got the one of the bunkering vessels coming in. I think that's Wittonia. No, UKD Bluefin. That's Hopper Treasure. Not my mistake. Wrong ship. One of the Red Funnel ferries. Yeah, so not quite a full ship, but still pretty busy. And where did I get to? I was on the VTS schedule. Yeah, so, Sunday, 2 MSC ships, and looks like they're going past each other, but they're either in port 101 and 102, so if they honk, it's a little difficult to hear them, which is a bit of a shame. Then next week, I own it on a Monday. Really? Yeah. I own it on Monday. That's unusual. Then Thursday, Borealis and Morningstar. Friday, Queen Mary 2. Then MSC Precious and Victoria. Yeah, so it's definitely getting thinner in the schedule and a bit more erratic. And don't forget, some of these ships aren't coming back. Shipmate Spiderlock says I'm getting my days mixed up again. Yeah, probably. Trouble is, I can't. The list I've got of ship departures is all by dates, and so I've got to keep referencing the dates to days, and it gets a bit much. And I'm also trying to look at what the ship's doing and listening to radio. And multitasking is definitely not my best subject. I know there's a shipmate, Shepherd Book says, has the best. He says he lives over in Texas. He says, as the best I can, I should be ignoring the election. Well, good luck with that, shipmate. Yeah, I think the best you can do is put some earplugs in, put some cotton wool over your eyes and hide somewhere. I think it will be thick with it. And even after the result, I think you'll be thick with it in the media for the next couple of months. Right, let's get these cameras going and in the right places. Can't quite.
Yes, received. Queen Victoria confirmed leaving west of the tower.
Ah, excellent. I thought perhaps a shipmate might be able to answer my question. Shipmate Carl Britcliffe says the lower restaurant is the Art Sab's Food Hall buffet. That isn't used in the evening, as the kitchens are used for the Trentino and the Indian restaurant. Forgot the name. Ah, okay. Oh, that makes sense. It just looked unusual to have an unused restaurant, but yes, okay. They use the kitchens for other things. Marvellous. Well, thanks for that. Oh, shipmate Carol Lars also saying the lower deck is the artisans buffet. Yeah. Okay, above is the Princess Queen's Grill. Oh, thank you. I mean, I could consult the deck plan, but I know that you shipmates in the chats are much quicker and better at that sort of thing than I am. Shipmate Bob Greig says, hope that Virtuoso isn't going on Saturday. We're due to board on Friday. Did I make a mistake on the day there? Did I make you panic and check your tickets? I must apologise for that, shipmate. So it just would be helpful if they had days on the thing. Right, anyway, don't worry. Anyway, ship movements are becoming less, and I've noticed there are quite a few ships now that are departing Southampton either for good or at least for the summer, all disappearing off the Caribbean. I'm going to put the outside microphone on in anticipation of honking. Oh, I can hear one of those noisy buses again. They really are. I've only just noticed it I think it's the last week, maybe last week or two. When they're at the traffic lights, they just sound like vacuum cleaners. There we go. She's heading off. She's moving out. She has 2,797 passengers on board, 1,220 crew. Almost a full complement of crew, 5 short, and pretty much maximum double occupancy. Queen Anne is heading off following Queen Victoria down to the Canary Islands, except for this time it's a 14-day cruise, calling it Funchal in Madeira, then Santa Cruz de la Palma in the Canary Islands, and then Tenerife in the Canary Islands, and then Las Palmas and Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, then Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, then Cadiz in Spain, Lisbon in Portugal, and then back to the port of Southampton. And like I said earlier on, I checked the forecast, and it was absolutely brilliant. Mid-20s, no rain, lots of sun, no wind. I think that's an enjoyable time of year to go cruising when the weather's so good. I'm turning the outside microphone off because I don't think the sound is coming. Hang on. There we go. I don't think we're going to get any horns. That's disappointing. There's some good horns earlier. Shipmate Monty Burns Wakey says they're probably hybrid buses. They must be new. I don't remember hearing it. It's only the last couple of weeks. So yeah, you're probably right. I need to have a look, see which one it is. Well, the Shipmate Mega Ships UK kids. Which cruisers and liners are we having through the winter months? Well, we have Iona and the general P&O ones and some of the 80 ones, but yeah, some will disappear. Probably have a look at some pricing here. This is, I think, a similar cruise next year. This is a 14 night, so this gives you an idea on some pricing from our channel sponsor Paul, Love Cruise. So this calls at Funchal, and then Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Lanzarote, and La Coruna on the way home. So it's a very similar sort of cruise on Queen Anne. 14 nights next year, starting the 2nd of November. That's from $18.50 per person for a balcony cabin. It's not bad for the luxury of Queen Anne travel. If you fancied something a little different, an ocean view cabin from $3,349 per person. This is next year or year after. Christmas at Sea, Canary Island celebration. Now, I'm not surprised this one is expensive, but 14 nights and you'll spend Christmas. Where do you spend Christmas? Somewhere in the Canary Islands, hopefully where it's sunny, and New Year's Eve in Lisbon. I've never thought of doing that, but we had a few shipmates last week that were discussing Christmas at sea, and some of them quite enjoyed it, and some of them were complaining that they only got one Brussels sprout.
Cosmic Glory BTS, that's received. Confirm your pilot boarding time tonight is 2145 local time. Boarding Air Bravo, southeast of Danab Tower. Maintain an ETA up to 1445. Do not proceed beyond the pilot boarding area, not until your pilot is safely on board and on the bridge. Safe access for a pilot. Keep a listening watch on this channel for VTS 9 for pilot launch roll call in channel 9 for final boarding instructions. Outbound traffic, large passenger vessel Queen Victoria, and now passing the Nabin Boy. This vessel will leave west of the tower and will proceed to southwest. Currently followed by the ferry Commodore Goodwill. She will leave west of the tower, then out to southwest.
I'm disappointed we didn't get any hordes. Bit of a shame, that. Yeah, no waivers either. Apparently shipmate Ellie Murley thinks, I think she's suggesting that one Brussels sprout is one too many. Yeah, so let's have a look. I'm going to have a quick look. I don't know if Queen Anne. Oh, yes, even Queen Anne. Dear. So Queen Anne is with us on and off until... yeah, she's on and off with us on and off until January the 18th. And then she heads over to New York. and then goes round to San Francisco through the Panama Canal.
The WSL Chongqing.
Oh, that looks neat. I'd love to go through the Panama Canal.
Yeah, very good evening. Swing is almost complete. So are you planning to tuck into 101 and hold there, or what is your plan?
Yes, sir. I'm just going to talk into the berth and stay at slow speed. Get right away.
Very good, thank you very much. We'll see you ready.
Aye, aye.
Hey, I like it when they say aye, aye.
Chongqing and you, Kitty Bluefin, the speed just got built out.
Aye, aye on the radio. That's classic shipmate talk. Yeah, so Queen Anne, she'll be disappearing off to the States for a little while, and then over to Hong Kong, and then South Africa, and then she'll be back with us in May next year, and then she's based in here until further notice. That's slightly different then. Obviously, maybe she feels the American market probably better suited to the American market in that respect, rather than the Caribbean. Perhaps that's obviously Cunard decided that's where they need to be taking the Queen Anne. But through the Panama Canal, that would be an experience. Oh, there's shipmate Ruth Herbert says Brussels sprouts and parsnips need to be banned. There's a lot of intolerance for parsnips. Hoy, the shipmate Jolly Jules says we did Christmas in the Caribbean cruise last year and the year before on Queen Mary 2. They were both very enjoyable. Yeah, excellent.
We're going to go outside the Reds now.
That's received, sir, thank you. And docket is 2.312.
2.31.
VTS the Elizabeth underway.
Elizabeth VTS, good evening, sir, underway, thank you. UK Bluefin will be holding 101 and 102 area, tucked into the berth for the Chongqing. Bluefin attention is to work by SCT.
That's all copied, thank you.
UK Bluefin VTS.
And copy the brief.
Thank you, sir.
In case you're wondering, that's the Chongqing. And there is the Queen.
VTS, the WSL Chongqing, that's swing complete and proceeding outbound.
Also, Chongqing says received, thank you. Single please.
There you go. And that's the Queen Anne. She's just heading on out. So yeah, so that's...
DTS, good evening, sir. Traffic from Southampton, outbound Queen Anne, away now from Ocean Dock. The also Chongqing swing complete by the upper swing ground. She will be followed by the Elizabeth.
I reckon... I'm just looking through the schedule of seeing what's happening. And I think probably the next live stream will be possibly Thursday the 7th. We've got, oh yes, because we've got Arcadia with a lunchtime departure. And then Aden over in the evening. So I'll probably try and do something on Thursday. But anyway, that's the departure of Queen Anne, heading down to Southampton Water, heading off for 14 nights round trip to the Canary Islands, calling it Funchal Madeira, Santa Cruz to Palma in the Canary Islands, and then Santa Cruz to Tenerife in the Canary Islands, Gran Canaria in the Canary Islands, Lanzarote in the Canary Islands, and then Cadiz in Spain, and one last stop in Lisbon in Portugal. Right, that's been quite an exciting weekend, hasn't it, shipmates? We've had all sorts of dramas with Queen Mary 2, fireworks, more fireworks this evening. And a few more ship movements coming up next week. Hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. Many thanks for coming along with us. And if you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. Many thanks to all the new members of the channel, PayPal donors, Patreons, and of course the Blue Spanner crew who point out all the mistakes I keep making. Couldn't do it without them. I'll continue following the Queen Anne for a little bit, but it gets challenging with these night current editions. You can really see the light shining up from the centre of Queen Anne. Must be that sort of atrium thing in the middle there. Right, very impressive. Right, until next time, shipmates.
Queen Victoria, Vitus, evening again. It's a Cosmic Glory tanker about 8 nautical miles southwest of the tower at slow speed, inbound for Bravo. Boarding time 21:45 and aware of you. And Falcon, Vitus, evening, sir. Okay.
Yes, Queen Anne, Western Shelf.
Queen Anne, Vitus, Western Shelf, thank you, sir. Next plan, boarding at the nav tanker Cosmic Glory, 21:45 at Bravo.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Oh, my pleasure, sir.
UKD Bluefin VTS.
BTS, UKD Bluefin, go ahead.
Yes, Elizabeth underway as well, approaching SCT 3.
BTS, UKD Bluefin, could you repeat that one, sorry?
The Elizabeth is underway as well, pointing the right way, approaching SCT 3.
That's all right, sir.
Commodore Goodwill VTS. The tanker Cosmic Glory, 8 nautical miles south